So you end up in this cycle, and this is where many of us are at, where we try to make changes, but our life does not support these changes. So we have a bad quality of life that causes us to want to make changes. And this forever says. There's actually technically two sides to what we teach, right? Just to give you guys perspective. There's the performance side, and then there's the design. How many of us have taken or made changes in our lives that doesn't last? That's why LBD was created. Because we design our lives to what? To make it what? Sorry. Is that good? All right. All over? Do you have a makeup brush as well? Right, does that make sense? Barakallah fiqh. I appreciate you brothers, man.
Long hours, little to no output. Your business should be far ahead by now. If you just became consistent, your whole life would change. I've watched men double all the way to 10x their income just by fixing their execution. So if you're tired of watching yourself waste your own life and your own potential, then fill out the application below and let us get you to where you need to be.
When you look at athletes, what's the one thing athletes take so seriously, guys? Food as well, yeah. But everything here, all of those three things. Athletes are maniac about those. Maniac, especially rest. They take rest so seriously. Why? Because rest and I want you guys to remember this equation for the rest of your life. Rest plus stress equals growth. Right? Now let me break this down. We go through stress every day, right? In our businesses, in our lives, etc. Why don't we grow? Because we never rest. When you stress without rest, what you get is burnout and fatigue. So if you're ever at a stage of burnout and fatigue, know what? There's far too much stress and not enough rest. So when you ask yourself, yeah, but for us, I'm resting enough. Okay, so then we need to assess your stress. Because it's likely what you're stressing over, you shouldn't be stressing over. Right? So it's about two sides. We want to limit the stress we have. And I'm going to show you guys how this works, even with your body. When you go to the gym, what's actually happening? You're stressing your muscles, right? You're tearing your muscles, you're destroying them, right? When do the muscles actually grow though? When you rest. If you keep going to the gym and you never rest, your muscles don't grow. In fact, you actually tear something, you become fatigued. A lot of the times when a player gets injury, it's not because solely was stressing it too much. It's likely his recovery wasn't what? Good. He didn't have good recovery. That's why you see when players play multiple games, what happens? They're more likely to get what? Injured. Burnt out, injured, exactly, right? The equivalent of pulling a muscle is burnout, right? That's when your muscles are burnt out. Now there's an issue. Does that make sense? So what's my problem with majority of us? Like I said, we only react when we get to crisis mode. We need to change this. Why is it that suddenly you want to start, doing your adhkar when a problem happens in your life? Or we want to get closer to Allah when our businesses are destroyed? Or we think we need to start improving our marriage when there's divorce? Do you know how many brothers I asked them, right? Rate your marriage out of 10 right now. It's like, well, Allah, 5 out of 5. We're doing quite well right now, alhamdulillah. I goes, bro, ask your wife. A lot of the times, because we think things are going well, doesn't mean they're going well. Majority of us, going well equals going well. When something is going well, it just means it's not in crisis. It doesn't actually mean it's well. It just means I don't have a crisis in this. Imagine how bad and how mashed up our lives has become that our definition of going well is there's no fire there right now. That's not what going well is. And by the way, I'd like to remind you that stagnancy actually equals what? Regression. When things are stagnant, they're not stagnant. It's getting worse over time. You want me to give you an example? Iman. Is Iman really stagnant? No. If you're not consciously doing things to what? Improve your Iman is getting worse over time. Trust me, if your relationship is good, but there's no changes, you guys aren't doing any spontaneous stuff or interesting stuff, there's an expiry date. Right? That's why I tell brothers, do crazy things. One day come home and just tell her we're going to Spain. It's random to her, not random to you. We live by design, so we don't do randomness. You know what I'm saying? You have to start to think, how can I do this in a way that even when I'm focusing on business, the other domains of my life aren't getting worse. You've designed a system that constantly builds it over time. Does that make sense? With deen, maybe you have some sort of system you've designed in your deen that you make sure you study X amount of knowledge. If studying knowledge is a part of your design, then your iman is going to go up automatically, right? It's not automatic, but because you set that time, you designed it once to make sure that you're always doing activities that increase you in what? Knowledge. I don't have to worry about going to the gym. If I've built a system that I know I go to the gym every day at 6 p.m., I don't need to worry about my health, right? If I make sure all the food in my house is clean, I don't need to worry about health. By the way, see this whole concept of being health conscious. I'm health conscious, but I'm not actively health conscious. Why? Because I've just designed it that way. Does that make sense? Right now, why are any of you guys wearing jackets? Because this country, at this current period of time, it's not designed to rain. Does that make sense? It's the same way when you design your life in certain ways, you don't need to think about certain things. So this is what I want you guys to do, because fundamentally the thing that's stopping you from growing your business is you focusing on all these million things. You haven't designed systems to allow you not to think about them. So my point is, if you're not designing your life against entropy, entropy is creeping in. This is why, brothers are like, I loved my wife the whole time. Now 20 years and I can't stand her anymore. I don't love, the love is gone. What, you think one day the love just left your heart? Guys, listen. There was little things along the way you ignored and you thought everything was fine. And this is why I tell you guys, you have to evaluate yourselves. Literally, one of the things we do with our clients is what we refer to as the end of the week report. The same way a lot of us have end of the week reports on our business, right? Put your hand up if you have an end of the week report on your business, or end of the month report on your business, something like that, right? So it's where you look at all the data for the past week or month or something, right? We make them do that on themselves. What went right this week? What went wrong this week? What are we focusing on for next week? What are 5 things that we achieved? It's evaluation, because that's where we can be like, you know what, I didn't even think about it, but I didn't even really have a good conversation with my wife this week. We take that feedback, yeah? And guess what we do? We plug it, because when your wife starts nagging and she won't shut up, by the way, it's not random. It's not random. Just to inform you. You know that week where she just won't shut up? Thinking, bruv, I should have married your sister. It's not random. That laugh was a bit too deep. I'm not going to ask questions. Khatir guy. But listen. My goodness. So listen, the point of what I'm trying to establish is we take that feedback of, you know what, I didn't get to spend enough time with her this week. And then we look at our calendar. How do we make sure this never happens again? A lot of the times just by reframing the way you think, you change your life. Just by the way you think. You know, I tell people, you want to change something, you want to change you have to learn first to just change the way you think, the way you operate. Once you change the way you view that, just even viewing things in a systems thinking way where, you know what, everything is correlated. My deen to my business to my wife to my kids, everything is correlated, they're all interconnected. I don't treat business separate or deen separate or my wife separate. I understand all of these things are interconnected. One affects the other, right? Because you should see a brother the day he argues with his wife. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. He's on his laptop like this. For hours he's staring at his laptop. He can't get anything done. I'm looking at the brother like, tell me what happened? Who started it, you or her? He's like, how do you know? He thinks this guy has like ilm of like, you know, some sort of like, mashallah. He's thinking, brother, how did you read me? You know? Look at you. Like, you're not here right now. Does that make sense? Now, I'm saying by the way, that's an issue within itself. That's a performance problem. We cover that in performance as well, where you need to actually learn how to perform even when your wife, the week she doesn't shut up, because you can't depend your design on someone else, yeah? So even the week she doesn't shut up, you have to learn the certain strategies we teach to just be able to like, and perform anyway. My point of what I'm trying to establish, guys, is a lot of the problems we have in our life are caused because we either poorly designed it or haven't designed it at all. Does that make sense? So if you don't want chaos, you have to design against what? chaos.
Look, I know there's a lot of confusion about what we do, but it's quite simple. We upgrade founders. Every time you're trying to go to the next level, we're the guys that our clients visit whenever they feel like they need a new version of themselves. We will do the exact same for you. Book a link in the description, inshallah, and we'll see you on the call.